ladies and gentlemen, come. Let me ask you something. How many times have you let someone back into your life just for them to hurt you the same way again? Come. How many times have you believed the same apology, the same promises, only to find yourself in the same mess? See, come. The problem ain't just them. It's the way we keep giving out second chances like free samples at a grocery store. I know what you're thinking, but people change. Yeah, some do. But let's be real, most don't. Come. They just get better at hiding their mistakes until they're comfortable enough to make them again. And you're left sitting there wondering, come, how did I fall for this again? Today, I'm here to tell you, before you give anyone a second chance, you better T-S-I-N-K, come. Think about why they want back in. Think about what's really changed. And most importantly, think about what you deserve. Because your peace, come, your happiness and your future are worth more than someone's empty apology. Stay with me, because by the end of this, come, you'll know exactly how to protect yourself from making the same mistake twice. People show you who they really are through their actions, come, not just their words. You've heard the saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, become shame on me. That's because giving someone a second chance isn't always a wise decision. Come. Not everyone deserves to come back into your life after they've messed up the first time. Some people take your kindness for weakness. Come. They see your forgiveness as an invitation to hurt you again. And if you're not careful, come, you'll end up stuck in a cycle where you keep giving them another chance and they keep giving you more reasons to regret it. Come. When someone wrongs you, you have to take a step back and ask yourself a tough question. Has this person really changed? Come. Or do they just miss the benefits of having me in their life? Because here's the truth. Most people don't change just because they hurt you. Become. They don't change because they feel bad. They change when they have to, when they've done the hard work to become better. Come. But if someone is only saying, I'm sorry, because they want another opportunity to be in your life, then they haven't truly changed. Come. They're just trying to get back what they lost, and that's not good enough. Think about how many times you've seen this happen. Come. A friend betrays you, but they come back saying, I didn't mean it, I was just in a bad place. A partner cheats, but they cry and promise, come. It was a mistake, I'll never do it again. A family member lies to you, but they say, you know I love you, calmly. We're family. All of these words sound good, but they mean nothing without action. Words are cheap. Promises are easy to make. But real change, that takes work. And most of the time, the people asking for a second chance haven't done the work. They just want to hit the reset button, come, erase the past, and pick up where they left off. But life doesn't work like that. The problem is, come, we want to believe people so badly that we ignore the warning signs. We ignore what they did before because we want to believe their words now, come. But the best way to predict the future is to look at the past. If someone has hurt you before, come, and they haven't taken real steps to prove they've changed, what makes you think the outcome will be different this time? Come. You have to recognize when someone is truly remorseful and when they're just trying to regain access to you. Come. If they haven't shown consistent effort to be better, then you're setting yourself up for the same disappointment all over again. Come. You owe it to yourself to be careful. Not everyone deserves a second chance just because they ask for one. Come. Some people lost their spot in your life for a reason, and that reason hasn't changed. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be bitter. Come. But you do have to be smart. If someone keeps showing you who they really are, believe them the first time. Because if you don't, come, you're the one who's going to end up hurt again. And this time, it won't be their fault. It'll be yours for letting them back in. Come. Your time, your energy, your peace of mind, those things are valuable. Don't waste them on people who don't appreciate them. Come. You deserve to be surrounded by people who respect you, who value you, and who don't take your kindness for granted. Come. If someone didn't appreciate you the first time, what makes you think they will the second time? Sometimes, come, The best thing you can do for yourself is to walk away and never look back. Because the moment you start protecting your peace, you'll realize that not everyone deserves a second chance, and that's okay. When someone asks for a second chance, the first thing you need to do is look at their actions, not just their words. Words are easy. Anyone can say, I'm sorry, I'll do better, or I've changed. But the real proof is in what they do, not what they say. If someone truly regrets hurting you, their actions will show it before they even ask for forgiveness. They won't just come back with an apology. They'll come back with evidence that they've grown, that they've learned from their mistakes, and that they are willing to put in the work to regain your trust. The problem is, most people don't want to change, they just want another chance. They don't want to do the work, They just want to get back to where they were before they messed up. And if you're not careful, you'll fall for the same empty promises over and over again. That's why you have to be smart enough to watch what they do, not just listen to what they say. A person who has truly changed doesn't need to convince you with words, Their actions will do the talking for them. Think about it. If someone betrayed your trust, how have they worked to rebuild it? Have they been consistent? Have they shown patience, humility, and effort in proving they are different? Or did they just pop back up when it was convenient, saying all the right things but doing nothing to back it up? If all they have are words, that's a red flag. Because real change doesn't happen overnight, and it sure doesn't happen just because someone wants back in your life. It happens through effort, discipline, and accountability. Let's be real. If someone truly changed, they wouldn't need to beg for a second chance. Their actions would already prove they deserve it. If they are the same person who hurt you before, but now they're just dressing up their words differently, then nothing has changed. And if nothing has changed, then why should you expect a different outcome? You can't keep giving someone the benefit of the doubt when they've already shown you who they are. Sometimes, people will tell you they've changed just to get another opportunity to be in your life. They'll say what they think you want to hear, but deep down they haven't learned their lesson. If you really want to know if someone has changed, give it time. Watch them. See if their actions line up with their words. Do they respect your boundaries? Do they take responsibility for what they did? Or do they get defensive shift blame and expect forgiveness just because they asked for it? These are the questions you need to ask yourself before making a decision. A person who has truly changed will show consistency. They will be patient. They won't rush you or try to manipulate you into letting them back in. They will respect your healing process. They will understand that trust is something that has to be rebuilt, not demanded. If someone is pushing you to forgive quickly or making you feel guilty for hesitating, that's a major sign that they haven't really changed at all. True growth comes with patience, and if they're in a hurry, it's because they're more focused on getting what they want than actually proving they've changed. At the end of the day, you have to remember that your peace and well-being matter. You don't owe anyone a second chance just because they asked for it. You don't have to let someone back into your life just because they say the right things. If their actions don't match their words, then nothing has changed. And if nothing has changed, you already know how this story ends. Protect yourself. Pay attention to what people do, not just what they say. Because words are cheap, but actions tell the truth. Your peace is priceless. Once you understand that, you'll stop letting people disturb it so easily. Too often, we feel like we owe people something just because we have history with them. Maybe they were a close friend, a family member, a romantic partner, or someone you trusted. And when they mess up, when they betray your trust, lie to you, take you for granted, or hurt you in ways you never expected, you start to feel conflicted. Part of you wants to forgive and move on, but another part of you knows that letting them back in could mean setting yourself up for more hurt. This is where you have to ask yourself, is my peace worth sacrificing just to give them another chance? Peace isn't just about avoiding conflict. It's about protecting your mental and emotional well-being. It's about not allowing yourself to be dragged back into stress, negativity, and disappointment just because someone else refuses to change. Think about it. How many times have you forgiven someone only for them to turn around and hurt you the exact same way again? How many times have you given someone a second, third, or even fourth chance, hoping that this time would be different? Every time you do that, you risk losing a little more of your peace. And once your peace is gone, it's hard to get it back. You have to set boundaries, and more importantly, you have to enforce them. It's one thing to say, I won't tolerate being lied to, but if you keep forgiving the same lies, you're not really setting a boundary. You're just making empty threats. People learn how to treat you based on what you allow. If you allow disrespect, they'll keep disrespecting you. If you allow inconsistency, they'll keep being inconsistent. If you allow someone to walk in and out of your life as they please, they'll keep doing it, because they know you'll always be there to open the door. Protecting your peace means knowing when to shut that door for good. Some people will call you selfish for putting yourself first, but that's just because they benefited from your lack of boundaries. When you start choosing peace over drama, when you stop entertaining people who only bring negativity, when you refuse to keep giving chances to people who don't deserve them, you'll notice something. Your life will get quieter. Not quieter in a lonely way, but in a peaceful way. No more unnecessary stress. No more constant disappointments. No more wondering if you'll get hurt again. Because when you stop allowing the wrong people in, you make space for the right ones. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that just because someone apologizes, they deserve another chance. Apologies are nice, but they don't mean anything if the person doesn't change. Saying sorry doesn't undo the damage they cause. Saying sorry doesn't erase the pain they put you through. And it definitely doesn't mean they won't do it again. Some people apologize just to regain access to you, not because they actually feel bad. And if you let them back in too easily, you'll find yourself stuck in a cycle. One where you keep getting hurt, keep forgiving, and keep wondering why nothing changes. If someone truly values you, they won't put you in a position where you have to question your peace. They won't make you feel like you have to choose between being kind and protecting yourself. They will respect your boundaries. They will prove their growth through actions. And they will make it clear that they deserve to be in your life. But if someone only comes back when they need something, if they only reach out when they feel like it, if they don't put in the work to regain your trust, then keeping them around will only cost you your peace. At the end of the day, you have to decide what matters more, keeping certain people in your life or keeping your peace intact. And the truth is, not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves to be part of your journey. It's okay to let go of people who keep bringing you down. It's okay to protect your energy. It's okay to say, I love myself too much to let this continue. Because once you start valuing your peace, you'll realize something powerful. You were never losing them, they were losing you. Some people will make you feel guilty for choosing yourself. They'll say you've changed, that you're being too harsh, that you should be more forgiving. They'll act like you're the bad guy because you decided that your peace is more important than keeping certain people in your life. But let me tell you something. Choosing yourself is not selfish. It's necessary. Think about how much you've given to people who didn't deserve it. You've been there for people who were never there for you. You've helped people who wouldn't even lift a finger for you. You've forgiven things that you had no business forgiving. And what did you get in return? Stress, heartbreak, disappointment. You were left feeling drained, questioning your worth. Wondering why people keep treating you the same way. The reason is simple, because you let them. Come. People will always take as much as you allow them to. If you keep giving second chances, they'll keep messing up. Come. Because they know you'll always forgive them. If you keep putting them first, they'll keep putting you last. Come. And if you keep tolerating disrespect, they'll keep disrespecting you. That's why at some point, come, you have to make a choice. Do you want to keep pleasing people, or do you want to protect yourself? Because you can't do both. Come. The moment you start setting boundaries, people will act like you've done something wrong. They're not used to you saying no. Come. They're not used to you standing up for yourself. They're not used to you putting yourself first. So when you finally do come, they get uncomfortable. They try to manipulate you, guilt trip you, make you feel like you owe them something. But the truth is, you don't owe anyone your peace. You don't owe anyone your happiness. Come. You don't owe anyone your energy, especially not people who take and take but never give. Come. You need to understand that just because someone was in your life for a long time doesn't mean they deserve to stay. Time does not equal loyalty. Come. Just because you've known someone for years doesn't mean they have your best interests at heart. Just because you've been friends since childhood doesn't mean they're still good for you. People change, situations change, and sometimes, come, you outgrow people who refuse to grow with you. Holding on to them just because of history will only hold you back. Come. The hardest part about choosing yourself is walking away from people you care about. Come. But caring about someone doesn't mean you have to keep them in your life. You can love someone and still let them go. Come. You can wish them well from a distance. You can forgive them without giving them another chance to hurt you. Come. That's the difference between being kind and being a pushover. Being kind means you don't hold on to anger. Come. But being a pushover means you let people walk all over you. You have to learn the difference. When you choose yourself, come, your circle will get smaller. Not everyone is going to like the new version of you. The version that no longer tolerates nonsense. Come. The version that no longer puts up with one-sided relationships. The version that demands respect. Some people will leave. Come. Others will start acting different. But that's okay, because the right people, the ones who truly care about you, come. The ones who respect your boundaries, the ones who bring peace instead of chaos will stay. You need to understand this, come. Your life is yours to live. You are not here to keep giving to people who don't appreciate you, come. You are not here to drain yourself just to fill others up. You are not here to be a backup plan, an emotional punching bag, come, or a convenience for others. You are here to grow, to be happy, to experience love that doesn't hurt. Come. To surround yourself with people who uplift you instead of tear you down. So if you have to cut some people off to protect your peace, do it. Come. If you have to say no more often, do it. If you have to remove yourself from certain situations, do it. And don't feel bad about it. Come. Because at the end of the day, the only person who is responsible for your happiness is you. And the moment you start prioritizing yourself, you'll realize something. Your life gets better, your energy gets lighter, and your peace becomes unshakable. Come. There comes a point in life when you have to realize that not everyone deserves to be part of your journey. Come. Not everyone deserves a front row seat to your success, your peace, or your happiness. Some people are only meant to be in certain chapters, come, but not in the entire book. The mistake most people make is thinking that just because someone was there in the past, come, they deserve to be there in the future. But that's not how life works. Life moves forward. And sometimes you have to leave people behind. Come. The problem with always giving people second chances is that it teaches them they don't have to change. If someone hurts you once, come. That could be a mistake. If they do it twice, it's a pattern. And if they keep doing it over and over again, it's a choice. Come. They are choosing to treat you that way because they know they can get away with it. They know that no matter how bad they mess up, you'll take them back. They know that your kindness will always override your boundaries. So they take advantage of it. Come. They play on your emotions. They give you empty promises and just enough apologies to keep you hanging on. And before you know it, you're stuck in a cycle where you keep getting hurt and they keep getting forgiven. The truth is, people rarely change unless they have to. Real change only happens when someone has no other choice, when they have to face consequences. When they have to deal with the reality of their actions. If you keep saving someone from the consequences of their behavior to become, why would they ever feel the need to change? If they can betray you and still have access to you, why would they stop? If they can lie to you, use you or disrespect you, and you still allow them back into your life, why would they ever treat you differently? The only way to teach people how to treat you is by what you allow. You have to be strong enough to walk away from people who don't value you. You have to respect yourself enough to say, I deserve better. Because if you don't, no one else will. People will only value you as much as you value yourself. They will only respect your boundaries if you enforce them. They will only take you seriously if you take yourself seriously. The problem isn't always them. It's you. It's your inability to say no. It's your fear of being alone. It's your hope that maybe this time things will be different. But how many times have you said that? How many times have you convinced yourself that someone will change only to be disappointed again? It's time to break that cycle. It's time to stop making excuses for people who keep showing you who they really are. It's time to stop believing words over actions. It's time to stop hoping for potential and start accepting reality. You deserve to be surrounded by people who love you, respect you, and appreciate you. You deserve to have relationships that add to your life, not ones that drain you. You deserve to be at peace. The hardest part of letting go is convincing yourself that you're making the right decision. It's the guilt, the what ifs, the memories. But you have to remember why you're doing it. Remember all the times they let you down. Remember all the nights you stayed up wondering if you were the problem. Remember all the moments you felt unappreciated, unseen, and unheard. And ask yourself, do you really want to go through that again? Do you really want to keep giving chances to someone who has shown you time and time again that they don't deserve them? Letting go is hard, but staying in toxic situations is harder. Walking away is painful, but constantly being hurt is more painful. Choosing yourself will feel uncomfortable at first, but in the long run, it will give you the peace and happiness you deserve. You are not here to keep giving to people who only take. You are not here to be anyone's second choice. You are not here to settle for less than what you deserve. So before you give someone a second chance, think about what it's really costing you. Your peace, your self-respect, your happiness. Because if it is, then it's not worth it. Sometimes, the best thing you can do for yourself is to walk away and never look back. Life is too short to keep giving your energy to people who drain you. Too often we let guilt, nostalgia, or even fear of loneliness keep us connected to people who have already shown us they don't deserve a second chance. But here's the truth, not everyone is meant to stay in your life. Some people were only meant to be lessons, not lifelong companions. When you keep reopening the door for someone who has repeatedly hurt you, you're not showing love. You're showing a lack of self-respect. The problem with constantly giving second chances is that it makes you forget your own worth. Every time you let someone back in after they've disrespected you, mistreated you, or broken your trust, you are telling yourself that your feelings don't matter. You are sending a message to your heart that it's okay to be treated less than you deserve. Over time, this weakens your self-esteem. You start believing that maybe this is just the way relationships work, that maybe you're expecting too much. That maybe you should just accept whatever love, friendship, or connection someone is willing to give, even if it's hurting you. But that is a lie. You are not here to be anyone's emotional punching bag. You are not here to constantly prove that you are worthy of respect. People show you who they are through their actions, not their words. Someone can apologize 100 times, but if their behavior doesn't change, their words mean nothing. Real remorse is not about saying, "I'm sorry." It's about proving through consistent effort that they are truly sorry. Come. When someone genuinely values you, they don't put themselves in a position to lose you. They don't take you for granted. Come. They don't wait until you're gone to suddenly realize your worth. If someone has to lose you just to appreciate you, come, then they never really valued you in the first place. You have to start believing that you deserve better. It's not about being unforgiving or harsh. It's about protecting your peace. It's about knowing that you are worthy of relationships that build you up, not ones that tear you down. Come. Giving someone a second chance might sound noble, but if that second chance comes at the expense of your peace, your happiness, or your mental well-being, then it's not worth it. Think about all the energy you waste on people who don't deserve it. The sleepless nights wondering if they will change. The hours spent overthinking, trying to make sense of their behavior. The emotional exhaustion of walking on eggshells, hoping that this time things will be different. That's energy you could be using to grow, to heal, to focus on people who actually love and respect you. Imagine if you took all that effort and poured it into yourself instead of trying to fix someone who refuses to be fixed. Letting go of someone you care about is not easy, but it is necessary. You have to make peace with the fact that not everyone is meant to stay. Some people come into your life to teach you lessons about love, about self-worth, about boundaries. But once that lesson is learned, you don't have to keep reliving the same pain. You don't have to keep allowing yourself to be hurt just because you have history with someone. One of the most powerful things you can do in life is walk away from anything that no longer serves you. It's a statement to the universe, to yourself and to the people around you that you know your value, that you refuse to be mistreated, that you are not afraid to be alone if it means protecting your peace, that you trust yourself enough to know when it's time to let go. Your time, your energy, and your love are valuable. Stop wasting them on people who don't appreciate them. Stop giving access to people who have already proven they don't deserve a place in your life. Stop believing that love means tolerating disrespect. Real love doesn't hurt. Real love doesn't make you question your worth. Real love doesn't leave you broken and exhausted. So before you give someone a second chance, ask yourself, what are you really gaining from it? If the only thing you're getting is more pain, more disappointment, and more frustration, then you already have your answer. It's time to choose yourself. It's time to move on. It's time to stop giving people chances to hurt you again. You owe it to yourself to let go of what no longer serves you and step into the life you truly deserve.